Hi Kaylem, so I'm just going to give you some preliminary feedback on the film project, that portion of your website, way before we finish the film project, just so that you can look at it, make changes, improvements, and essentially, you know, sort it out before I give you your final feedback, okay? So with that in mind, you've just given me the website page, so I haven't really had a chance to go over this beforehand. But what I see, I do like. So you've gone into a lot of detail with a very detailed storyboard. Okay, this is close to like a semi-professional level of working when it comes to the storyboard. Okay, you've got movement in there. You've got clear shot types. It's from the camera's perspective. I like what you've been able to do. It's really good, okay? You need to go into a little bit more detail, perhaps with shot types specifically labeled in future. But it's really, really good and really strong, okay? With that in mind also, any parts of the course that we've been able to do with this assignment, you've added to a journal entry. So just to illustrate, you were asked to produce as task 1 a continuous journal. So a journal throughout the project, okay? And this covers 1.1, 1.2, and to a certain extent through the 3Ds, 2.1 as well. So use a range of skills to inform and develop ideas. Assess effectiveness of technology skills. And use contextual awareness in support of the development of ideas. And this is for both audio production and visual production as well. So there's a lot of work that needs to be essentially produced because it's 2 units that we cover, okay? And you've been given 2 films to screen and comment on, okay? So if we go back to the film itself, so your project, sorry, you've got 2 films that you're able to produce. This is the brick analysis. Let's have a listen to this.
Okay guys, this is my analysing of the screening for the film Brick, made in 2003, a small budget film. The main part that I'm going on about now is the part where they were showing the mid-scene at the start, which is actually a use of foreshadowing, and they used a
very interesting use of foreshadowing, very good.
Close-up for the zooming in on the cigarette where there was...
Okay, you're able to talk about visual techniques. You're specifically focusing on one particular scene, and that's good. Focusing it on there gives you the ability to analyse it in depth.
Arrow. They used slow motion when they were doing fight scenes, and they even used some sort of like quick imaging of the sun blocked out. The first person or character point of view was used when Brendan got punched in the face by Tug. They used editing when down by the sewer or tunnel where some sort of material came out of the water and jumped onto the character. So anyway, that's my...
Okay, that's good. So you're able to show what they are doing in particular scenes by shot types and things like that. But to be honest with you, it's a bit basic. You could go into a bit more detail, analyze this. So in conversation with you, I was able to point out that this shot at the end is actually, you know, it's reversed. Yeah, the plastic bag actually comes towards the camera. Well, so it was in post.
Jumped onto the character.
It was reversed. Now, I gave you that information, so it would have been great for you to communicate that information as something that you've essentially learned. Can you not understand how you can go to another level when it comes to the way in which you go to analyze products that you see, okay? You should be you're expected to do this to get like a high level for the final project, which is your own personal project, okay? You need to be able to analyze these things for what they are, okay? Were you able to analyze your own work in a similar way? Let's have a look. Come on.
Because it's kind of failed in aspects of like bringing the story in. doesn't seem to be anything near to what we wanted as a team.
Okay, so at this point in time, you're talking about like how this film failed. Okay, but this was a film recreation. Okay, so why don't you think about maybe comparing this to the actual scene in film in Saw, sorry, that you're trying to recreate. And you can critically compare your film towards that one, and that gives you another level of not only contextual understanding, but also the ability to assess the effectiveness of video and audio production techniques. Okay, whoosh, whoosh, yeah, those ones covered. Okay, you can go into a lot more detail with these journals moving forward. Okay, so just bear in mind that there's that aspect of it. Okay. Other than that, I'm happy that you're able to provide an analysis, though albeit very short analysis of your own work. Okay. If you were to produce such short
because you've got that
journals, I'd expect more to be there. Okay. But anyway, moving forward, you need to be able to produce journals for the other tasks as well. Okay. So at this point in time, in small groups, you're producing short films. You're currently filming. You need to produce a couple of journals based on how you're getting on in the filming side, and then moving on to the editing side as well. How are you getting on there as well? Okay. Also, script storyboard. Storyboards there is the script. There is the proposal there. These are things that you need to have produced. I'm sure you have produced them. They're just not on your website, so get them onto your website. Okay. Anyway, I think this is enough information to go by. I hope to see some great changes moving forward. And just bear in mind that, you know, when it comes to your personal project, I shouldn't need to prompt you. You should be putting in 100% effort, scratch 100%. You should be trying for 200%. Okay, so much better than this. Obviously, this is quite good. But you can do much better. Okay, so I'd like to see how you can get on with that. Of course, you know, you don't have to stick to a journal entry that's video production based for your personal project, but you might want to consider like a combination of different things, like artifacts, like images, written work, video journals, and things like that. They all essentially add up to show your whole production workflow, okay, throughout the whole project. So anyway, I'm going to leave it at that.